My name is Amanda Hudgens, and this is the explainer video for Centenntable. So at first glance, Centenntable is a 100 button fight stick. It's actually two players versus each other, each with a 7x7 grid of buttons, so 49 buttons per player, and 2 buttons for selecting the amount of players per game. Every button has a unique input, so if someone were to press this button, it would either do an attack move that we would readily recognize from a fighting game, but it can also do a visual effect to the player character or to the surrounding area, to the field in general. It can also drop random things like cardboard boxes, cakes, etc. And it can also affect the layered soundtrack, but every button does a different thing, and also they randomize at the top of every round. This can seem like chaos, like there's just a lot of things happening all at once, and to an extent that is the case, but that is intentional. The design is meant to be so that someone who was coming in for the first time and somebody who had played it 100 times would have an equal shot of winning. Fighting games have long been about mastery. It's a matter of how well you've played the game and how long you've been playing it and how you can utilize those skills and accumulated knowledge to best an opponent. By contrast, Centenntable is about randomness and about success. I usually use an example of when I was a child and I played Mortal Kombat for the first time against my cousins. I want the players of Centenntable to feel like they're on both sides of that moment. They've got the mastery of someone who's owned the game for years and also the sort of wild excitement of playing a game for the first time that you have no idea what's going on. There are two versions of Centenntable. The first is the old standard. It travels mostly to local conventions and conferences and has the black and white designs, and I'll include both in the video. And the other one is the travel version, which usually goes with me overseas and to shows where it's a little bit harder for me to drive to. The key to Centenntable is how easy it is to understand when you're in front of it. So you are given a grid of 7x7 buttons. You can press any of them and all of them, and they will all do a thing. Whether that thing helps you is sort of more up in the air, but you can see when people start playing how they manage to grasp that simple concept and really extrapolate off of it.